What up? What up? What up? What up? Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I'm Jack Bigadoo. I'm the hood sommelier, and here every Monday. We call it Monday Sucks because every Monday we are here to remind you that even if your Monday is as long as it is, we have two solutions: some good banter and some whiskey. Today I made a choice of whiskey that is one of my favorite that I tried is a blend of three different um, Isla whiskeys. I'll talk about it later on. But Monday never happened without my partner in crime, the man, the myth, the legend, the one man Mike, aka the server with the most and with the best. Tim Man, what's happening, man?
Shit, my dude. What is on?
How's it going?
Dude,
I'm out here dodging stuff. How's it going, brother?
going great. My glass is a little crooked, but I can see all right. I'm good, man. I'm happy to see you here. I'm happy to be on the show again for another fantastic week.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How's the new job?
Oh my god, dude. I am so fucking happy. I am so so fucking happy. It's spectacular. It's the job of jobs.
Okay.
Let's just say what it is. It's the job of
Okay.
jobs.
Is everything your heart desired that you've dreamed of?
Almost. Almost.
Almost.
I'm still working for a corporation, even
Okay.
though even though there's pluses and minuses to that. It is a local corporation, so they understand the Kentucky market. They understand the way bourbon works in Kentucky.
Hmm.
But my hands are tied on a few things. I have to clear it through corporate first before I can actually do a few things, which is fine. That's the way corporations work. But yeah, it's almost bliss. I'll just leave it at that. It's almost bliss.
All right. For all the people here that are in Kentucky or visiting Kentucky, tell them about the new job.
Come see me, Evergreen in New Lou. Good old little New Lou. It's a little subdivision right off of downtown. You come on down, have some whiskey, hang out with me, get some education, get some knowledge, have a great freaking time. Um, it's pretty much it. Plain and
I
simple,
just got
right
back
to the
from
point.
running actually. So literally every Monday I'm trying to put in at least as much exercise as I can. And I shit you not, I just went running and I came in and I'm like, oh my God, I'm sweating. I even took a shower, but I'm still sweating from just the heat. So if y'all see me with my little, I like to call it the problematic hank shift, just know that I'm just sweating because of that. Let's jump onto Instagram. I'm about
I
to
was
jump
gonna say,
on.
I was gonna say, let's get that
There
Instagram
we go.
going.
It's Monday. It's Monday. Monday sucks. We are here. My man Tim is going to join soon. We are going to come on. And yeah, we are jumping on Instagram. So wherever you are, just remember we are everywhere. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. So you have no reason to miss us on Mondays. And we hope you come spend some time with us on Mondays. Um, Before we start chatting. What are you guys drinking tonight? Like I said, uh, 2 weeks ago, I was part of the Belfast Whiskey Fest, and as part of the Belfast Whiskey Fest, I had a chance to talk to a brand called Douglas Lane, and Douglas Lane is an independent bottler that blend enough whiskey, and one of the brand that they have is Big Pete. If you look, is that brand is very remarkable
Is
when you look at
is
it.
is Big Pete Compass Box or is it its own thing?
It's his own thing. It's actually
Oh,
Douglas Lane. Douglas Lane have Big Pete.
wow. Okay. I thought, for some reason, I thought that was Compass Box.
You know, the
Okay.
funny thing, I thought the same thing as well. If you're joining us this Monday, welcome. Welcome to the party. Sorry, I've been missing people that are joining. Hope you're here. Hope you're having a good time. Put in the chat what you're drinking. I'm drinking Big Pete today. Is Funny thing about Big Pete is Big Pete is a blend of three
Oh,
different,
wow.
yeah,
Wow.
three
Okay.
different Isla whiskey. So I think they have
Oh,
Ardbeg, they have what do you call it? Lowland, Highland, yeah, yeah. It's a blend of more than one Scotch, so it's quite
that's very
interesting.
interesting.
Um,
So a Lowland, a Highland, and an Isla?
yeah, they blend almost is peated but not too peated for you to actually kind of lose, the way is going to go. Oh crap! Do you know what happened?
No one can see you.
No one can see me. I don't appear in the dark. I don't appear in the dark.
There we go.
That's what happened. I don't appear in the dark. You don't need to catch me when I appear in the dark.
So I'm drinking a little bit of OKI.
Ooh, yeah. You know the funny thing? I've never had OKI.
I'll tell you. The old stuff, we'll see if we can get you some, because I don't even have any more. But this is from the new stuff. This is from Kobe.
Yeah. So
Shout
Kobe
out
with
to,
502.
Yep. Shout out to Kobe, and shout out to Mr. Weddle himself for
So Mr. Weddle is part of Kobe now?
he is.
Okay.
He
Jamar
is.
is the only one I know in Kobe, but I'm glad John is part of it.
Yeah,
Some people are drinking MGP.
Drinking a little MGP.
Rebel 10 here we have on the Facebook side.
Oh, nice. Man,
So-
I like that pour. I will never post about it, but I really do enjoy that whiskey.
Which one?
Rebel.
Oh,
Big
no,
whiskey
Rebel.
in the house.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'm drinking Big Pete today. I actually have the big one, which is the Traveler Edition, which is 1 liter.
Light. That is fucking light,
It's
man.
very light. It's very.
I didn't
light.
realize it was that light.
It's very light. So I'm drinking Scotch because.
Have you ever had that before?
I've had a sip of it because I had a bunch of samples.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, I totally got a bottle right away because it's one of those things where when you like a little bit of peat, you don't always want too much peat every time. So obviously I'm starting easy till our conversation get hot. Then I may actually start drinking barrel proof. But for
All right,
now,
so here's a question that I think I know the answer to, and I'm gonna ask it anyways.
yes,
Is it possible to have peat and no smoke?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So
How is that achieved?
So the reason why sometimes you can have peat with no smoke is if you use like a virgin oak or not a charred barrel, that peat will just stay in and not obviously. And there's different type of peat. So the type of peat you can use that doesn't have that smokiness to it or that aftertaste will give you more of that green, what I like to call
that
burnt,
vegetal.
kind of burnt vegetable,
Sure.
type of thing, but will not give you really the smokiness. Smokiness actually really is given to you by the barrel, right? Because the more the barrel is charred and you are getting the charredness that meet the toasted of your the barley being malted and toasted, and you actually get that peat in. That the two combined together give you that sense of smokiness.
So are they not smoking the peat?
They will toast it. They will toast it so they can actually mix it with the with.
Oh fuck! I thought peat got smoked. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So they toast it. I don't think they smoke it. They toast it.
Okay. Well, all right then.
So you can get peaty without getting smoke. Sometimes peat and smoke are different. Is the smokiness come from more of the process? The peatiness actually the peaty is briny, right? But that brine.
I love that brine. I love that like that Isla right on the fucking ocean, Ardbeg, Lagavulin. Like I love that briny, smoky.
Like this is peaty, but it's not smoky.
Interesting.
Even though they have some Ardbeg in it,
sure,
it's peaty but not smoky.
I'm gonna hop off of Instagram really quick because I can't see anything anyone is saying, and I want to be able to communicate with people over there. So I'm gonna leave that really quick. Let's do this. All right, so I'm just gonna hop off Instagram really fast.
Kill Holman. I love Kill Holman. Somebody's having Kill Holman. Love Kill Holman. Kill Holman definitely is one of those whiskey that I love. I usually, I don't
Is
collect a lot of whiskey, but
is
Kilhoman is one of,
Kilhoman
I want to have all the Kilhoman because each single one is kind of weird and different in its own way.
an island?
Uh, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So if you look at it, uh, it's like this. So this is what Kilhoman looked like. See,
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah.
so
So do you get that briny like do you get the brininess from
not
that as
all the
well or not as
Kilhoman
much?
are peated. Not all of them are peated. Some are, but not all
Okay.
of them are peated.
Okay.
Yeah. So some Kilhoman are, but they use different cask. Like this is maturing sherry. So this
Sure.
is sherry cask. You have the one, there's so many casks that they use that are so unique in their own way.
Tony, Morgan, yo, who else is here? Sure, a whole bunch of people are here. But yeah, hello people.
Hello. Happy Monday. So
Got Tim over here.
we today we have a lot of topic. I have things I want to talk about, but there is something I want us to address before we start talking about things. So we want to talk about. I was telling Tim that I came this Monday, wanted to talk about a specific situation, but then I went, no, I am not going to talk about that specific situation. The reason why I don't want to talk about that specific situation is that I believe that to every story, obviously, there is positive, negative. There's always everybody have their side. But the one thing I refuse, and I truly refuse to give people, is attention that they do not deserve.
Sure.
See, I believe in the industry, some people do things for attention. Some people come in the whiskey community or in the whiskey industry and treat it like, what happened in football or what happened in other sport when the more shit you talking, the more you can get attention. And, what they call bad, what is it called? Bad advertisement is still advertisement. Or
Yeah,
what?
all press is good press.
Yeah, all press is good press. So,
Yeah.
So for that reason, I took the time to actually go study the situation that happened last week. For all of you that are here, if you've been on Instagram, almost everybody heard of it. Everybody knows about what's happening. A certain brand. What?
Ian's right, dude. Ian's spot on. He said, I'm glad you're not addressing the situation directly because it doesn't
Correct.
deserve the publicity.
Correct.
We agree.
Correct.
We agree.
No one, I believe, that really used their platform to spread some sort of message to get attention deserved my attention. But for that reason, that specific situation that happened brought up stuff that I believe in the industry we don't like talking about.
It always gets, it's like, it gets, I don't want to say brushed under the rug, but it kind of doesn't in a way. Like it definitely gets addressed, but it doesn't get talked about.
Correct.
You know what I mean? They're
Correct.
like, yeah, that's a thing, and then everyone just kind of fucking moves on, and
correct.
That's not okay, man.
So let's start by setting some ground rules. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it clearly. And these are facts that I'm stating. Okay.
Sure.
There is more women in the whiskey hospitality business than there is men. That's one. Right? That's one. That's facts. Second, women scientifically have 30% higher, right? Higher palate tasting level than men.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're always going to taste shit we're never going to taste. Across the board, period.
I'm just stating facts before we start even the conversation. And there is more women making decision behind brands that we know than men.
Yeah.
These three things that I'm stating right now are facts. You can go do your research, come back. I guarantee you they're facts. Now, here is what I refuse for us to have a conversation of. And this conversation that we're going to have is not about who is sexist, who is not sexist, who did what and who is not. The truth that we need to know is that we are all guilty of it. And I'm saying this really clear. We are all guilty of, I'm talking about us, man, guilty of this thing. It took a friend of mine, or even two, three women in my life, to tell me, do you know that every time you talk about whiskey, you never use the word he or it? You always say she. And
Oh
I never
shoot.
paid attention to it. Okay?
Okay.
I never paid attention to it. The reason why I never paid attention to it is because I also come from a misogyny side
Mm,
of my culture
mm.
where we describe, again, I'm from a French culture where we describe wine. And normally wine is referred to a woman because of the grace that wine has, the age and maturity. So the expression that's usually used referring to wine is always feminine.
Yeah.
But truly, I did it without thinking about it. But
Sure.
should we describe spirits based on women, their physique, or physical, um, you know, I don't know, uh,
Attributes.
attributes? That's one. All I'm doing right now, and all I want the conversation to be about, is about awareness, right? No one, I believe, in their good mind, any well-educated person and well-mannered, raised person doesn't wake up in the morning to be sexist in any way. But we do it sometime without thinking about it, right? Yep. So, even Alan is saying that even when it comes to, the spirit all the way to to the distillation, they compared them to women, right?
Mm,
But no, I don't think anybody intention is always that. But it seems sometimes that is just a way of speaking and a way of a dialogue in when it comes to the spirit, where we sound very I can't even use the word
misogynist.
misogynistic
I got
in
you.
so many ways that we don't even pay attention to it because it's made so common that you don't think about it. So that's the first point I'm trying to make, right? Is bringing awareness to the fact that first, in the spirit industry, as we talk about spirit, I don't know who started the campaign, how did it go, but it's a thing. And that's something as men, as we love to dominate, we need to keep in mind. You know, you know, we have to keep in mind when it comes to anything, because we need to be aware of the facts that I've stated before. There's more women around you as a man in this industry than you think. So
Mm,
before you start, addressing things, make sure that you are not addressing it in a way that's how it comes out.
sure.
Right? That is the first point I'm gonna make. Do you have any point to make?
So someone in the comments said mansplaining, and I am guilty of that, and not realizing it. Um, so I'll call myself on that too, but it's never been in a way of I think you're a dumb woman or a dumb person or whatever. And so I have to explain it this way because I'm just already like, oh, you're probably dumb because you're a woman. I approach everything in the manner of they probably don't know about the situation or the topic. So I want to approach it as easy as possible. And sometimes I can come off as mansplaining. And I hate that word so much, but man, it's weird. It's like a weird spot that you have to tread with because you don't want to make you don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, but you also want to make sure that you're getting across what you need to get across, right? So
Yep.
it's this weird fine line that you really have to walk. Um, but you can, I think that you can definitely see when it's being done in a malicious way.
Oh, Alan is on fire today. He said without Jolene Christie and his wife, he probably wouldn't be anything. He said, I'm a mess. I'll be in the wood naked eating raw squirrels. So that's why he think women are the center of everything. But anyway,
So
that's
so
Alan
so
for us.
so also it was said assumptions and to mansplaining. But here's the thing. There's terms that I throw out when I'm talking to people about whiskey, and I just assume that they know them because they're so common terms. And then I'll see them kind of do, like a little like micro expression, like a a nod or a twitch. You're like, oh, okay, they don't know that. So I mean, you could go that on both sides. You could say, you know,
But you are talking about simple issues here. We're talking about roots.
I am talking about simple issues, but this shit starts at simple issues. That's the thing. Like it's not. I feel like it's simple issue. It's starting off with simple issues, and then it's not being addressed, and then like, well, it's just turning into this whole big thing now. Well,
But
not
the
now, but
other
I mean,
thing, one of the other thing also that I'd never understood, right? And intent matters. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
You're
yep.
right. Intent matters. But one of
That's
the
what I was
things
getting at.
that shocked me when I actually came in the industry, because in my mind I never thought about it, and I'm coming from Africa. I'm coming from, like I say, the patriotic way of business. How family goes. But
Sure.
even then, I heard a brand ambassador say one time that, oh, we made our whiskey so it could be more approachable to women. And I went, what? It's like, yeah, we made it 40% so more women can drink our whiskey. And I said, are you hearing yourself? Are you hearing yourself? Because how is it that you believe in your mind that women cannot drink caster and whiskey? And that baffles me.
Right.
It baffles me, because how is it that you think that because you made a whiskey, you want to bring it at 40% so you can more present it in the feminine, more feminine people, or more women will drink your whiskey because it's 40%. You literally woke up under the assumption that women only drink whiskey below 40% or below, and it baffled me. And one of those things is because the first woman that actually I sat around and enjoyed whiskey with literally was drinking cast strength while my ass was trying not to cough and hold my chest, because I just don't want to be. I literally didn't want to come out like I was crying when she was drinking that in the middle of the heat, mind you. And I'm like, how is she drinking this? I'm dying here, right? So when you think about it, is that you can never wake up in the morning and go, oh, we creating a brand and we need to make it at this level so women can enjoy it. You must be very stupid. So that's another thing we need to bring up, how brand look at women, right? And when it comes to the industry as well. So that's one thing that I've realized, because I had to, with this situation that happened, I had to think about all the reason in my head that situation like this will happen, right?
Sure.
How somebody will not be okay, right? Again, I'm reminding you, this such person is not in the whiskey industry, right? Doesn't know anything about it. So people outside of the whiskey industry that never actually had a woman teach them about, whiskey, and showing them the way things need to be done. Really understanding, right? That, hey, if a woman tastes this thing and say this is amazing, is probably, I should probably listen to her before, right? Or I get asked sometime, if I ever have to, go do a tasting, right? Who are my dream team that I'll take with me, and in my dream team, right, of five, there is four women and one guy, because each single one of them, every time they're tasting anything, I'm like, how you getting this, and I can't. How you
Sure.
smelling this? Like whatever you actually heard, about it for a minute, and you smell it for a minute, or you think of a minute, like, oh my God, this took me forever for me to get this, and she got it like that.
Sure.
I have
Sure.
plenty of people I work with that are women that every time they say something, it's hard for me to even buck, because as a man, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna win this one, and she probably is right. Right. But it's one of those things where I don't know, I like to say I'm not here to tell people that there is a way to fix things. But what I know for sure is awareness is important. Being sexist is not a choice, but is almost a stereotype that you pick up thinking is okay by the mass. And next thing you know, you're doing something that is so offensive. And by the time you realize this thing, you are way far left, especially when it comes to the industry, comes to women, and then minorities, right? Because I always say there's no one that suffer more than a black woman, because not only she's a minority as a woman in the industry, she's also a black woman, a woman of color in the industry. So now not only you look at a certain way, and it will bring me also to a conversation of brand ambassadors, right? Brand
Mm,
ambassadors, because uh the funny thing is, I look at also how many brands have women that direct their what they do, right?
sure.
I look at brands that when actually they're sending ambassador, how many women represent that brand, right? Or they have only guys representing their brand. Is there
Yeah.
women that are talking about this brand? Are women loving this brand as much as guys talking about it? Every time I go to a tasting, I promise you, this is through experience, forgetting my own bias and my own misogyny in my head. Now when I go to a tasting, I'm looking forward and I'm hoping that is a woman that's coming to do the tasting, because the things they pick up, right, is better than definitely what we will do.
Sure.
But the one thing we have to be clear about is that I don't think, you know um I don't think people also understand, as men, right, the bias that we usually have when we hear a woman tell us what they like, especially when it comes to whiskey, right? I hear women, and Miss Social Rigo just posted that, but I hear people go, at the bar, you sitting at the bar, a woman come and say, "Hey, my Callan 18 neat," and you turn your head like, okay, because you're expecting her to order a fruit drink, a daiquiri, a
Hey,
martini.
don't shit on my daiquiris. Don't shit on my daiquiris.
But on the contrary, I would tell y'all right now, it's been about a week. You will catch me with the most pink drink of Bud Light lime carousel thing. I'm here. You'll catch me with a white claw. I don't care. This I just want to get hydrated. Oh, I'll be the first person that would like an umbrella on my damn. Give me an umbrella on my damn drink. I want that.
Let's
You know,
go.
I heard a comedian once say one time, you can never catch somebody drinking a margarita with an umbrella on top of it and have a frown on his face. You know, you can never
So
catch
true.
somebody drinking a margarita with an umbrella on top of it and have a frowny face. You kind of have to get to your little umbrella thing next to you, because it's that thing. But the truth is, people will say, "Oh, it's a fruiting, it's a woman drink." No, I want that. It keep me in a good mood. So the one thing we also have to understand is there's no perfect solution, obviously, right? There's no perfect solution, but we have to bring awareness to it. That's why I said, boys, we need to talk. because this is not me bringing women in or participate, tell us what you think, because we already know we fucked up.
We already know.
We
Yep,
already
for
know.
sure.
If
For
you're a
sure, dude.
man and you are not aware of this thing somewhere, you need Jesus. You need some deliverance. You need some prayers. Because I say, boys, we need to talk, because I believe sometime my mentor told me this is not because you are, it's not by your strength that you show that you're a man, but yet by your demeanor, right? By your demeanor. By so if you as a man think that is by bullying, right? Rah 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 barking, that you are a man,
You're not a man.
man,
You ain't a man.
you ain't. You ain't. You know, I say all the time, you not hear me. You not hear me. You know, me be angry and call a woman by the C word, by the B word, by all these things. You won't hear me. On the contrary, I'll be the one who will actually be talking about something else and go on maybe using the B word. But you never hear me even just get mad at the woman or at a woman and actually just use all these words to actually bark at them. Not only because we all as men come from between the legs of a woman. That's one, right? That's one. Number one. Second, for all of you guys that actually have wives, girlfriends. Third, for all of you guys that have daughters, if you understand that progression and see those people dealing with their day-to-day life, there's no way you approach a situation unless you're a little kid, and like I said, a little boy, and you don't know, how to be, right? How to be, or how to use your words. I like to say how to use your words.
Sure.
Now you actually have to, oh, you're a B, you're a C. Oh my God. It's like all these things I've learned a long time ago doesn't work. They never worked. You're just making an ass out of yourself. It's never gonna work. And if you never seen a woman beat the shit out of a man before, boy, do I have stories for y'all. Boy, do I have stories for y'all. I didn't seen a man ass whoop so bad. I felt I wanted to jump in and help him out. I'm like you, like dude, seriously, are you okay? Because I saw you yelling the whole time, and next thing I know, you're the one saying help. What's happening? So obviously, the underestimation of the women, especially in the whiskey industry, where people say, I'm drinking barrel proof, I'm doing this, so I'm blah blah blah, I'm so and so. I'm sorry, guys. This is not it. We need to do better. We need to do better. And I know. We can sit around and say, women do this and they do that and nya 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 and nina nina na. And I will tell y'all what my dad told me and what I live by. Oh, look at you, Ryan. I would tell you what my dad told me, right? He said, no one have everyone, right? I'm gonna tell you this, and I want you to hear me right. He started because he was mad at me. So he started by looking at me and say, hey, everyone knows where they come from. Who pushed them out? Everyone knows that. You know what we don't know? Is who made us. It's like, unless you have been proven by a scientific fact that somebody is your dad, you can for sure on your deathbed know exactly who your mom is. You can never know who your real dad is till he proves you otherwise. And I always laugh all the time because I thought he was just saying this to tell me that I was not I was not his son. But what he was trying to explain to me that is like he's like only a woman truly bring life into this life, right? Only a woman bring life into this world, right?
Mm.
Truly. And you know exactly where you come from.
Yeah.
So no matter what you say in this world, you guaranteed without any doubt in your mind to know who your mom is because you know where you came from. Maybe we could talk about your dad after that. It could be the mailman, the milkman, or your dad at home. But you know for sure who your mom is. So for that reason, don't try to argue with her. She made you. She knows, she knows better. And I looked at him that day. I'm like, this guy is spitting the truth the wrong way, man. I know. But where he makes a valid point. So for that simple reason, for those simple fact, you know, just awareness, right? Right? Awareness is everything. Awareness is everything. So, guys, the only reason why I wanted to bring this because I wanted to particularly talk about a situation, but I'm not going to because we are not on this show giving a platform to anybody that is trying in their best to bring down or talk down to anyone. I heard word we were called us that are in the whiskey community were called fucks. We are called fat people behind computers, and I. This is on a podcast, by the way. We were, he treated women of the C word, the B word. This person has no class in his own way, and he wants to talk shit to actually stir shit to bring attention to himself, and we are not going to allow it here. We are not going to allow it here. So for that reason, I truly wanted to take a moment and remind every single one of y'all that we women for sure in this industry are going to be here. They're going to be here when we are, when we not. If you are not aware, checking yourself every time when you're in any of this situation, you're not checking yourself as a man. As a man, what makes you a real man? A real man is by checking yourself every time when you're around women, when you want to talk about something, understanding how you may actually come off because maybe it's not your intent, but and the way I like one is something I said I was said to me is not what you said is how you said it, right?
Sure.
The way
Sure.
you say things, the way you bring things up, I guarantee you will turn you into something you don't deserve to be into. In this world that we are in, our grandfathers, I'm the man of the house, I'm so and so, and this and that, uh, is one of those things that we don't need. So, however the situation went in, I personally in private messaged the person that I knew to go, hey, I'm sorry this is happening. I went and look at this story on both sides. I know what you meant. Let me know if you need anything from me. But I can tell y'all right now, for all of you guys that have groups, for all you motherfuckers around here, I'm talking to you boys. For all of you motherfuckers around here that have women in your group, that have women around you in this whiskey industry, you guys need to actually be aware. You have to be aware of how, when, and how you present things. You have to be aware that respect above all. Respect above all. Right? I don't care what you are. Because another thing that I refuse for us, we do all the time is what do you call it? Uh Another thing that pisses me off is sexual orientation based on the type of whiskey you drink. I hate that. I'm gonna be clear to you. I fucking hate that. I heard people would say that, oh, you only drink 40 proof because you're a bitch. No, no,
Damn.
no,
Damn.
no. Respect above all, right? I love I love what somebody said one day. He said, I like my whiskey straight, but I will take my friend any type of way. Right? And that's my rule. If
Yes.
you're on this platform,
Yes.
if you're on this platform, that's what it is. I like my whiskey straight, but I would take my friend any kind of way. Gay, bi, transsexual. I don't care what you are. I'm taking you. You are here. You belong here. So the way I drink my whiskey
Hell
have
yeah.
nothing to do with your sexuality. The way I enjoy my spirit have nothing to do with your sexuality. So I'm gonna repeat it again for all the motherfuckers in the back. Listen, I like my whiskey straight, but I would take my friend any kind of way.
Let's go.
That's all it's gonna be this way. That's it. So if you're a fan of the show, if you're part of our show, know that that's what happens here. Whatever you are, wherever you come from, you're welcome here. So I'm just
Come
gonna
just
say,
as
I'm just
you
gonna
are.
say it.
Come just as you are.
So that's really what the thing I want to bring awareness to. I do not care. I do not understand. I don't know. I don't want to know.
Sure.
I stay in my lane. I just don't want anybody to come fuck with mine. That's what it is. And I will tell, and let's make one thing very clear too. Let's make something else very clear. And that this is for all you out here that make little small innuendos, right? That's the other thing that annoys the shit out of me. What if I drink Mellow Corn? Okay, maybe we'll see about Mellow Corn, Tony. But the small innuendo, the people that take jab at people, we'd already talked about this, right? The people that try to talk down to people, people that slide and people DM and start talking down to people because you like this certain whiskey or you like this certain whiskey. I see y'all. I haven't made time for y'all yet. I
Uh-oh.
haven't made time for y'all yet. But one day I'm gonna have time. And the day I have time, we're gonna talk about it. So I choose to ignore y'all because I will tell y'all right now, I'm not worried about y'all. But there is a reason why Tim looks like he look and I look like I look, and we both are actually on this show. Yeah, I blame Morgan for all the innuendos. So are we going to make crunch? You see, this is why. But I will tell y'all right now, this is Monday Sucks. We're here to drink. If you guys move on to something else, I want to hear it. What are you guys drinking?
Okay, why don't you like this? Seriously, it's so fucking good, man. Why don't you like it?
Mellow Corn need to start paying us, man.
Why
I
don't you
love
like
Mellow
it?
Corn.
Hey, Bernie. Bernie, cut me a check.
Make it work, Bernie.
Cut me a check,
Make it
Bernie.
work.
Let's go.
We that's all. That's all.
Ron, my dude. There's a bar here in town that makes their cocktails with Mellow Corn.
Absolutely.
And I love them. I love them so much.
Mellow Corn is for the win. So that was the corner.
Here we go.
That
done
was
and done and done.
Done and done. So make sure you turn around to, if this was church, make sure you turn to the woman or the girl or the female representative of your life and turn around and look at her and say, may peace be with you, because now therapy session is over. If you have somebody you love, you should kiss her, him, and tell them you love him. Life is short, and may the church say amen. So that is so far.
I said amen.
That is so far how we're doing. Now, let's jump in. Let's jump into the newses. There's so many news in the whiskey industry. New bottles coming, new things coming. What are you excited about that's coming out soon?
You know what? I hate to say this, but I don't think there's anything that has my. I'm excited for.
You
It's
know
good. Okay,
your
I will
ass
say this.
excited for
I will say this.
the new
Okay,
Wild Turkey Master Keeps.
I'm not. I'm
Okay,
actually
okay,
not. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that at all.
okay.
I'll be straight up.
Remember that. Remember that.
I think toasted is a huge gimmick. It is a thing, but it's also a thing that's trending right now. And I'm kind of bothered that Wild Turkey is riding a trending wave and putting something toasted that's 101 proof in a Master's Keep collection. If you want to do toasted, that's fucking great. Do toasted Wild Turkey 101. Don't make it Master's Keep. I'm irritated as heck about it.
Okay, okay.
So there you go. Not happy about that. I'm excited. I will say, I think it was like 2 weeks ago that Jim Rutledge distilled his very first rye ever, and it's now in a barrel aging, which is pretty freaking cool. Jim Rutledge is distilling for Blue Run, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see and taste his rye. So I think that's probably the only thing that I'm excited for, and that's gonna be a minute. But yeah, that's
let me talk to you store owners, motherfuckers. I love y'all, but we got beef. Store owners.
we got beef now. Why do we have beef? What's going on? What happened?
Right. At the end of this month starts Buffalo Trace season. Buffalo Trace season starts at the end of this month. We are going to see the new. We already seen the new E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is out.
Mm-hmm.
The new what is Stack Junior is going to be out. Batch 16 is going to be out. BTAC is beginning of mid-September is BTAC season. To all of y'all, I'm talking to all you store owners. This is the time you prove to your favorite customer that they're beloved.
Who hurt you?
You know what? I can talk about a lot of people, but I'm going to let it go today. I'm telling all you store owners, people that are out here getting our money, beer money, regular bourbon money. I think you need to pay attention to me money. The people that coming out the store and buying shit they don't need, so you know that they're buying shit.
Jack, show us on the bottle where they hurt you.
I want to remind all of you guys.
Point to the area on the bottle where they hurt you.
When that BTAC hit, call your people. If you don't call your people, this is where you lose people. Thank you guys for the badges. Appreciate it. Because the reason why I'm saying this is that for all the contributors, for all of you guys that are making fun of me, guess what I'm doing with the money we're getting with our streams on the Truth is Our Proof?
What's that?
I'm buying one allocated BTAC bottle and we all split in it. We all gonna drink amazing BTAC. Hopefully William Weller LaRue. And we're gonna enjoy it.
Better not get in my face. I'll drop that motherfucker.
So that's what we are doing. So for all of you people have spent thousands of dollars at your store to get a chance to buy a Weller William LaRue at $129. That's what I'm saying. I'm not praying. This is where y'all show. So store owners, don't show your ass. This is the time where you use people. You know what, Morgan? Morgan started something that is becoming something that I heard all week. Everyone talk about this Speedo.
Oh, that's your Tangerine Speedo?
That was my fault.
Tangerine Speedo.
So I just want to make sure that y'all understand. Don't show your ass, store owners. This is your opportunity to show your favorite client how they feel. That's the announcement of the day. That's my announcement.
All right.
You no longer work at,
Moving.
you know what? I see why you don't give a shit anymore. You back into the store retail price. You know you're gonna get access to which anyway. So you don't even say anything.
I'll get to drink them, and that's probably about it. Like
Correct.
I got to try last year's Handy, which was delicious. Actually, that's all out of last year's BTEC collection I've tried so far. But yeah, you know what? I really want a bottle of Antique. I really wanted a bottle of 2020 George T. Stagg because I got to touch the barrel as it was rolling down the belt, put my hand on it, and I said, "Bless you, child." But I never got a bottle, and I was really, really bent about that. I tried really hard, but oh well. I've just kind of accepted it. There's plenty of other cool things to drink. I mean, I got a bottle of Blue Run right here hanging out. I just killed a bottle of Old Forester Rye. Like, I mean, there's still really cool things that I have in my collection. There's still really cool things that I've gotten to drink. I would say I hate using the term unicorn, but the 2020 GTS is my unicorn.
Okay.
So there you go.
There's no such thing as unicorn. There's things that I like to look at so I can feel like I'm actually doing something. That's it. But after all,
the brain on Brad.
I am the first one to tell everybody it's just whiskey. That's all it is, just whiskey. That's really all it is.
Yes.
Y'all see me chug more Handy and Pappy than anybody because I truly think it's just whiskey. Now, it's whiskey that I will share only with the people I give a shit about, not everybody, because good whiskey share among people that you give a shit about. If you come to my house and you never had any of my Pappy or BTAC, probably because I don't like you that much. I like you okay, but not that much. You can drink anything else. That's the point now.
Okay, you know what? Now that we said this, you said the word chug, and there actually is something I'm very excited about.
What?
All I can say.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
All I can
we are
say.
Not till he stops sending us merch. We are not going to. Heavy Bourbon is not. We were his merchandise. We were everything.
You know how much this mug cost me? You know how much this mug cost me? $3.99.
You see, that's your best friend. So y'all are different. Everything I have from
all I'm gonna say,
everything I have from Heavy Bourbon, I paid for it. So I'm not advertising something I paid for. No. Heavy Bourbon, if you were here, I said it. I said
y'all keep your eyes peeled Saturday.
No. No one
keep your eyes peeled.
You're gonna wait till you go to your page to talk about it. Heavy Bourbon is in the doghouse.
Hey, wait a second. This is our show, bro.
Yes. Heavy Bourbon is in the doghouse. We're still waiting for new merch. We're the first people that should be getting merch in the industry.
Should we?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled Saturday.
Where is Heavy Bourbon when I need him? I like to give shit to Dan all the time. Anywho,
it's fun giving him shit.
What do you call it? Another thing I'm excited about, Restoration Rye coming soon.
Ooh. Okay.
What do you call it? What is BTAC season? I already talked about that. Warehouse C.
Did you try it?
Tried it.
It's just a guys, let's be honest. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. Warehouse C is just small batch. Changed my mind.
Okay.
Changed my mind.
So you woke up and chose violence. Warehouse C is just small batch.
Warehouse C is just small batch, guys. Fight me.
Okay. So everybody talk about Warehouse C. Apparently, it's not worth any of the hype. Oh my God. Ian, thank you. I'm excited about the new Parker Heritage.
What's the
Guys,
new Parkers?
people don't understand how I love Parker Heritage. Like, y'all don't understand it. Like, Heaven Hill make amazing shit, but no one geeks up about juice that they're gonna drink. Like, I'm like that dog that I like. You see how you see the dog that wag his tail. This is a happy boy. This is a happy. That's how I feel every time I want to drink Parker Heritage. For me, Parker Heritage is, oh my God. I can't wait for the new Parker Heritage. I only have all the way back to 3 years ago, but if I can go back like that 24 years, and oh my God. Like, I seriously believe that the best juice that come out of Heaven Hill, point blank, no discussion, is in the Parker line.
I can't argue with you on that one.
Oh my God. I'm hot just thinking about it. Woo! Parker Heritage. You know what? Speaking of Parker Heritage,
did they announce what release 15 is going to be?
Parker Heritage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be something toast, like a brown bottle. That's what it was. I think it's a 11-year. Is it heavy char?
Toasted. Really toasted?
Toasted. Yeah.
15 years.
15-year toasted. Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe not 15 years. So hold on.
Speaking of
it was launched 15 years ago.
Speaking of Parker Heritage,
if you pull a heavy char, okay, you know it's 11-year-old. It's 11-year-old heavy char weeded whiskey.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's an 11-year something.
11-year heavy char. So we did rye heavy char. We did bourbon heavy char, and now we're gonna do wheat heavy char. Is that the heavy char rye?
Is the heavy char rye 8-year? This is a happy boy, which is a happy boy.
Hard pass.
So what?
Hard pass. Hard pass.
Oh, shut the hell up! You know this is good juice.
It's not.
The lies.
It's not my jam, dude. Is it bad whiskey? No. It's not for me.
This 8-year, 52 proof.
Ian, where are you at on this one, man? Ian, come on. Ian, I poured this for Ian yesterday.
This is a happy boy. This is a happy boy.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Rittenhouse tastes longer, but the nose on this thing, oh my God. Beautiful, beautiful lavender bed. Oh.
You could have grabbed any bottle. You could have grabbed any bottle.
So good. So good. I gotta be. I feel good. Little way, I feel good now. I feel good. Woo! It's a vibe. Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all for you chug Mellow Corn, you petty ass. I'm just gonna start calling you Tim Pettiana. Petty.
Let's drink till our hearts stop.
So good. So good. This is so good.
You know, it just didn't do it for me, man.
Oh,
it just did not do it for me.
Guys, I would tell you, even if you don't like rye, this right here.
Let me tell you something. I have a personal hate for this bottle. Here's why, okay?
Tell us.
I'm gonna lay some truth out.
Okay.
I tried the heavy rye when it first came out.
Okay.
Didn't like it. Didn't do it for me. Tried it again. Still didn't do it for me. Tried it a third time. Not for me. Not my cup of tea. Heavy bourbon came out. The heavy charred bourbon came out. I passed on that bottle 3 times. Then I got to try it, and I punched myself in the face.
Because you never had it?
Because I passed on it 3 times, and the heavy char bourbon is freaking delicious.
You know what? Let me make sure.
And the heavy char rye put a bad taste in my mouth and ruined it all.
You know what? Guess what? I'm going to put this back, and I'm going to go get the heavy char to pour it in your honor.
Yes! Now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. Guys, I just killed my bottle of Mellow Corn.
You know what? This heavy
Kind of sad
char,
about it.
I'm holding on to it with dear life.
Because it's damn good. I remember when you got that bottle. You were in town.
That was my first visit to Kentucky in October last year.
Yep. Somebody did you a favor, and you got to go and make a special trip.
This year, I'll be there just for this. I'm only coming to Kentucky for this. I mean, it's nice to see you, but I'm coming for this. This right here.
Why do you build me up every chara just to let me down? That is what I'm singing. That's playing on repeat in my head right now.
Oh, Parker Heritage, heavy char. You can't go wrong with this.
Guys, want to take a quick break?
It's funky. It's funky. It's nasty on the nose. It just come off as you don't know me, partner. You don't know me, partner.
You don't know me, partner.
Yeah, like you. If music, or spirit had their own voice, here's what happened when I knows Parker Heritage. Yeah, buddy. You don't know me, partner. I'm out here to stink up your palate. Are you ready?
So are you saying that Parker's Heritage is Snoop Dogg? Is Parker's Heritage the Snoop Dogg of spirits?
Parker's Heritage is the GOAT, period.
So do you think that's better than the rye?
You see, here's the thing. That's a gotcha question. Because bourbon and rye don't come in the same feel.
That's fair. That's
rye
fair.
is a rye, bourbon's a bourbon, brother. Don't be setting me up in public like this. Nah, bruh. Nah.
The GOAT is the heavy char bourbon. Parker's Heritage, release number 14.
Oh,
heavy char bourbon.
I feel good. Feel the way I feel now. Parker Heritage. If any of y'all love me, get me some Parker Heritage. That's all I want. I feel good.
Guys, don't worry. I won't pimp you out that hard. Just give me a bottle of Mellow Corn, okay? That's all I need. That's all I need, guys.
Mellow Corn.
Just a bottle of Mellow Corn.
Life couldn't be any simpler.
Mellow Corn. Because fuck Parker's Heritage.
Mellow Corn. Because you need to age a little longer to be Parker Heritage. Mellow Corn.
Mellow Corn. Because I feel like drinking my feelings.
Yeah, you know what? For all of you guys that are here, I posted before. For all of you guys who don't know, it's official. Hood Sommelier has now. Hood Sommelier has. Are you ready? I even found something to actually display. Boom! Look at you.
Oh,
YouTube. Hood Sommelier now has a Patreon account. Now, here's what's going to happen. You guys need to go check out my Patreon. It's literally Patreon Hood Som. That's what it is. What is coming with the highest level that you're in is not only you get swag, but guess what? You are getting a quarterly Scotch school taught by me.
That's right, guys. I get Scotch school.
Yeah, you get Scotch school. You are the highest Patreon. So for all of you guys that on Monday Sucks and you're not part of my Patreon, you guys need to know there is a lot of things coming up in the pipeline. In September, we have a big event that's coming in that may get you access to a bottle that no one probably will have access to. You are given access to actually have your private curator to teach you about Scotch every quarter. So I'm sending you guys the sample. You
Become a
get to learn
Patreon. Become a Patreon supporter.
Patreon.
And
Only
get to
four
watch.
people. Only 4 people heard me, and when you know what, I'm gonna support you. They went on my Patreon and they became a Patreon right away. Morgan, you
I'm the
did
first
terrible.
OG.
Yeah,
I'm the
she's not.
first
She's
OG.
not. She's not. Morgan, you know, one of the people that actually did it is they actually went and changed their Patreon. They're like, hey, if it's gonna be Scotch School, let me go to the top one. Tip, yeah, tip the professor. She went and changed her. She's like, I want to go to that level because I want to learn more about Scotch.
Come
Guys,
hang out with me. Come hang out with the real OG right
yeah.
here.
So if you want to get access to Scotch School, you want to know all the thing. If you just want to be the plug, that's on you. No problem. We good. But if you would join my Patreon, you you say I can't afford it, but you fine. But I would tell you right now, access to any barrel pick that I actually am part of, access to any of the merch, and obviously Scotch School is something that's gonna be awesome. So if you're not part of the Patreon account, make sure you join the Patreon. I promise you, you are not missing out on here. And you know what's great? Every time I would get a bottle that I believe the word need to know, top 12 Patreon, I'm sharing it. Y'all get to have a sample randomly at home because why not?
Because I'm the ride or die. I am.
Everybody, all my ride or die get to drink what I drink. That's all it is. You get to drink what I drink. If I'm drinking something, you're drinking it. So if you're not a Hood Sommelier Patreon, do you really love the Hood Sommelier? Do you really care about the Hood Sommelier? Are you really part of the hood? Do you really belong to the hood? I want to know. So I'm sitting right here. I'll wait. All of you guys that say you part of the hood, show me. Show me. First Patreon. First Patreon was Tim. I don't know why he's a patron. He just wanted to make me emotional. Second Patreon.
Because I love you, bro.
Second Patreon was the Professor. Third Patreon was Morgan. And fourth was the Embellish Podcast. So thank y'all for all of you that became a Patreon. Scotch and bourbon. I'm hesitant because how are you barrel pick split between Scotch and bourbon? Oh, trust me.
He's got the best bourbon guy in the biz, bro.
But not even that. You know the funny thing? People always sit here and go, oh, I've done. So the one thing I'm going to post in December, I'm going to post how many barrel pick I've done, like each bottle of them. And you guys are going to be shocked because I've consulted on barrel pick of Scotch, and I've consulted on barrel pick of bourbon. What you guys don't know is I'm every spirit. I even consulted on tequila. Calm down.
I've picked tequila, I've picked rum, I've picked rye, I've picked bourbon.
Trust me.
I haven't picked any Scotch yet. That's the one spirit I haven't done.
I'm here for all of it. I'm stacking up my penny for the cruise. Absolutely. You get your cruise. Get your cruise. Get your cruise. A few people posted that they're already on a cruise, so appreciate that. Of course, I see you guys jumping on the cruise. That's in March of next year. But for now, you know,
I gotta speak on something because I got called out this week, and I want you all to know something.
What happened?
So last week when we dropped that we're doing the cruise, right? There was one part of the show where I was legitimately surprised because I didn't know all the shit that we were getting was included in what we were getting. When you guys found out, I found out. So that was not me being fake. Okay. That was legitimate surprise, wonder, and excitement. So let's go. Save your pennies. It's $200, right? $200 to hold your spot. $200 and you get to save all the way up until December. It's easy. It's easy. How much bourbon did you buy this week? It's all right. We won't tell your wife.
Who said?
We won't tell you. We won't tell your spouse. It's all right. How much bourbon did you buy this week? Go buy bourbon for a little bit.
Unless you're in.
Okay? Go buy bourbon for a little bit. That's fine.
what do you call it? Unless you're in Morgan's household, then obviously you are the one Ian asking, how much bourbon did you buy, honey? Booker school would
Booker
be
school
fun.
would be fun.
Would it be interesting if I actually do a Booker school? But I'll probably have to bring Fred No or somebody in just to actually teach us some shit.
Hey, Ian, if you and Morgan aren't on the boat, we're gonna have words. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight.
Oh yeah, start an
Start the
OnlyFans just to
OnlyFans
pay
to
for
pay for
the.
cruise. You know what? You should just do an OnlyFans of like pouring really weird and unique bottles, and then throwing them out.
Yeah, we on the
Think about how
boat.
much people would watch that. Think about how much people would pay to watch you pour out cool shit. Just an idea. Pay your bills. All right, cool. Morgan, you're coming. Awesome. That's what I like to hear.
So absolutely, if you guys don't, so many things happen. I know a lot of people watch the recast. If you watch the recast, we appreciate, we love you. Thank you for obviously always being here with us. A lot of things that we are coming up, a lot of great things. Just know that September is going to be a busy month. It's going to be a good month. A lot of great things happen next week. Hopefully, we're announcing more stuff that are happening. So a lot of good things are coming up. Keep up. I'm actually waiting. If I had to 10 or more Patreon, I have an announcement I'm gonna put there for them to actually have their special in before the regular folks on the show. That get to have it for free. So
guys, we get free shit. Come on, let's go. Free shit.
So obviously, so we have a lot of good things happening, a lot of amazing good things happening. What's the other thing? I had something else I wanted to talk about that I forgot.
So we got the cruise, and we got the cruise in the end of March.
Yeah,
we got that really cool thing happening in the middle of September that we're not talking
and
about.
also actually mid-September there's something else also happening that
we haven't talked about that yet. Keep your eyes peeled. In fact, I'll go as far to say that if you're a Patreon supporter, you'll get to see some really cool shit happen live that nobody else will get to see.
What?
I'm just gonna do it for him.
Oh, you know what? Okay, fine. Y'all get to see it. You know, y'all get to see it. Y'all will get to see it. Most of the Patreon get to see it. And then the one thing I've realized, where is the cruise? Oh, damn.
You want to give him a quick rundown on the cruise really quick?
Oh, you want me or you
yeah, let's do a quick rundown on the cruise.
So last week, and Bourbon Jeepers, you here, you can also participate in. Last week we announced that in March of next year we are going to be teaching whiskey school on a cruise. It's going to be the Whiskey at Sea Expo, right? Whiskey Expo at Sea, and you can book your cruise there. You can tell Ryan just posted the link. You can actually be on a cruise, living from Key West, I believe, getting into the Bahamas, and we are going to have is literally a whiskey expo. So many things are going to be on that. A lot of craft distilleries. So think about doing a whiskey tour where you don't have to go through all the distillery. Oh, guess who is my new patron?
Who?
Tony.
Oh!
TV Whiskey is my new Patreon. So I'm actually going to do a live just to actually shout out all my top Patreon only. And definitely next month, all my top Patreon are getting a pour that was only released in Europe that I was able to get my hands on. So he paid in Patreon. So, So another thing that will be happening on there. Think about doing a tour of a beautiful gallery where you get to have whiskey enthusiasts around you, people that enjoy whiskey, But then obviously, now I'm gonna display it here so you guys also know about it. But is Whiskey Expo at Sea, and there you go. I've put it here. Whiskey Expo at Sea, and you can literally, and I shit you not, you can
It's
literally
just craft brands, guys.
all
Craft 20,
craft brands. So
20,
no
20 craft brands. That's the that's the best part.
20 craft brand. That's literally it. And you get to spend your time and enjoying. And literally, you get to have classes. There's a day at Key West where we get to have a good time drinking
We're gonna
all
have a pub.
day.
It's like a whiskey crawl or a
Whiskey
pub
crawl, yeah,
crawl
whiskey crawl.
we're gonna get tanked. We're gonna
Yeah,
get tanked, and that's included. That's included with the price.
with
It's not gonna
everything,
cost
with
you any
everything.
extra.
If you guys are lucky and trying to catch me while we get in a high sea, I may be open to the wind with
Oh yeah,
Tim behind me.
Jack and I are gonna recreate the Titanic
Recreates
scene.
the
It's okay.
Titanic with
Not the
Jack and
sinking
Rose.
part. Not the sinking part.
Not the sink. No, not the sink. No, not the sink. Nah, not the sinking part. The other part. We just. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Please do, guys. Okay.
Guess who is
we'll
my new Patreon? Get my new Patreon.
We have another one.
We have another one. Wendy's in the house. Wendy just became my top Patreon. What's up, Wendy? Wendy, thank you, Wendy. Wendy is my new patron. So the family is growing. The family is growing.
Yes,
Good things are happening. Family is growing.
Guys,
Wendy,
I will say this, okay,
Tony,
because Morgan just threw this out there. If you have friends with a craft brand or you have contacts with a craft brand, get in contact with us so we can make it happen so they can be a part of what's happening. Because there's still a handful of spots to fill for craft distilleries that we want. Craft distilleries or craft brands, it doesn't have to be distillery, that we want to have be a part of this cruise.
Yep.
So if you got the connects, let's link us all up and let's talk. Let's make it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I will tell y'all right now. So Wendy wasn't here, but Wendy, thank you for becoming a patron. She's a ride or die because she loves Scotch and she want to get all the pours that matter, and she want to learn about Scotch school. You will not be disappointed. Tony, thank you for being the OG. Appreciate it. Thank you all so much for always supporting the stupidity of shit that I decide to do. I hope to make y'all proud every time. Hope to make y'all proud. Tip, I am the professor. I have to take a moment and thank you particularly because you're one of the first people that actually reach out to me and say, hey, I truly enjoy what you do. You may not see me, interact often, but you need to know that I really, truly enjoy. And I can tell y'all right now that your support means so much to us. It keeps us going.
Yeah.
So the day you see me buy Tim a new Speedo attached to a bottle of Parker Heritage 10, that's all the support you give us that I'm turning back to Tim to tell him how much I love him. But no, jokes aside, it means the word to me. And my goal is to make y'all proud and make y'all feel so exclusive in so many ways. We're not going to do what everybody on the internet is doing. We're doing something so different that make us feel like family, that make us feel like you belong. So trust me, there is a quiet storm brewing. Believe it or not, we only been here for a year. So for people that don't understand, we only been here for a year. So we haven't been here long enough, but we are trying our best to truly. This is why you don't let your friend come or when you're doing it live, because they will ruin everything. But truly, we just wanted to remind every single one of y'all that we truly appreciate everything y'all are doing. We are here for all of it. And for all of you guys that always have questions for us, trust me. You just ask. I have a guy literally that follows me. He only texts me every time he's trying to buy something. He only send me a DM every time he buys something. Which I don't mind. He'd be like, oh, what's your thoughts on this? Oh, I think it's cool. I think it's not. You know the funny thing?
Can we get custom mascots?
You know what? Tim, what do you think? Should we start a petition to bring Fred Minnick on Monday Sucks?
I don't think that'd be hard to do, to be honest.
We should bring Fred on Monday Sucks. Let's see if we can make him uncomfortable. Because we have so many people.
I don't think that'd be hard to do. I think there might be some tape to cut through, but I don't think it'd be hard.
Just walk to him and say, "What's up, Fred?" Yeah, there is a show called Monday Sucks. You have your name all over it. Come on.
Oh, he knows about the show. He knows about the show.
He does?
Oh, yeah.
It was funny. Well, you know what? When was the first time you met Fred Minnick?
Face to face, the first time I met Fred Minnick was actually last December. Was when I was still at Westport Whiskey and Wine.
Okay.
And I was putting up price tags, and I had tape all the way up my arm. And he goes, "Oh, that's a cool trend. Is that starting to catch on?" And I said, "Not like your ascots."
Ooh.
So that was like my first interaction with him. I dropped stuff off at his office a couple of times. Like there have been a few times when he called the store and he needed a bottle delivered to his office, and I'd gone and dropped stuff off for him. So like he knows who I am, and I like giving him a hard time. But yeah, that was my very first like interaction with him. Was I clowned on him real hard. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm used to that." But it's funny because I will say this, he's just a big dork. Like he is a big dork. And he just likes whiskey. Like I know he gets a lot of shit, and there's actually some people in this chat right now and people on this live right now that might have something to say about him. But you know what? He's a cool dude. I like him. I respect him. I'm behind him, man. I like him.
I only met him a month and a half ago.
Okay.
So I saw him at Uncle Nearest at the opening. Took a picture with him. He knew who I was. And I was like, "Oh, okay, hey. Fred know who I am."
I will tell you this. I am more surprised the longer this show goes along and the longer we keep doing this, I'm more surprised running into brand owners, ambassadors, distillers, personalities that know who we are. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're so-and-so, you do Monday Sucks." And I was like, "Oh, what?" "Yeah, we really like your show." "What?" So,
this is why I stopped saying what I think. Because people start knowing who we are. Now I can't talk all the shit I want. But it's just interesting because I never think of me as somebody that can be recognized, but I always think of, hey, I hope we're affecting people. I don't do it for the recognition. I do it because I really do want to build, something, he did a speaking engagement at our meeting. Yeah, it was interesting. The first time I met him, he was just like, "Hey, you're Jack." I'm like, "Oh, hi, Fred. Nice to meet you." We took a picture, and I didn't really get a chance to chat with him. But he just seemed like a simple guy. So I'm like, okay. So absolutely.
What was that that virtual whiskey expo last year?
Hold on. James, are you trying to join the live? If you're trying to join the live, put a thumbs up so I know. But
whatever the virtual whiskey expo was.
Repeal Day, yeah, Repeal Day.
Yeah, Repeal Day. I had a cool like 5 to 10 minute conversation with him, which was really weird because our little icons were standing together talking.
Yeah.
But we weren't. It was so bizarre.
You know what? That's what we should do. That's actually true. We should 5 blinds with us and then see how good Fred Pallet is. He's an OG. He's been there with before us. So
dude, he's been doing this way. Dude, he's the real fucking OG.
Yeah.
You can hate. That's what I said. You can hate on Fred all you want, but like none of us would exist in this space if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
I'll go
He
as
did
far to
pave the
say that.
road. He did pave the road. But
He was doing blogs and shows and interviews and writing long before we were.
I knew he was cool when he interviewed what do you call it, Luda. That's the only time I thought he was cool. And I'm like, okay, since that day, I'm like, okay, I'll follow you.
Sure.
Yeah. What do you call it? Give me a second. We are going to close right now on YouTube before we bring any guests on. So for you on YouTube and Facebook, thank you. This was Monday Sucks. As always, we here. Remember, join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. You see it right here. Join the Patreon for more good news and great news coming on. Thank you for supporting us every single Monday. You guys are here listening to us bullshit about everything that we talk about. We hope you learned something. But remember, guys, wherever you are, whatever you do, there is more women around you than you know. Be mindful, be careful, and be respectful no matter what. This was Monday Sucks.
Yeah, and if you're in Louisville and you want to hang out with the snob and drink some whiskey, please, if you haven't heard it already, come see me at Evergreen in Nulu. Have a drink. We'll take some pictures. We'll bullshit. We'll have a good time. Add a little thing to your trip. Cheers, dudes. Thanks for
Cheers.
stopping by.